Hey everybody, it's Marissa at Bliss Oasis Domes, and here's an update on the rain barrel project. It's not done, and it's driving me bananas, and I'll show you where we're at, and also I'll give you a little bit of a tutorial on why rain barrels are designed the way they are, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I got this bad boy back on the stand. As you can see, it's just like a big muddy mess. And what I did is because I couldn't attach the hose to the bottom of the other barrel, so the truth of the matter is I drilled that hole too big. And so now the part just turns easily. It's like, it's just, and there's no, what do you call it? There's no threads on the thickness of that barrel. It's not thin like this one where it will like thread into the very last thread of the threads on the hose piece. So it did not seal all the way with the silicone. I had to take that silicone off. I tried to use the mallet to really hammer it in there and it just popped up more, but I just shoved it down. And then after I put the silicone on, I put this cap on, and I'm just like never going to touch this thing again. Maybe, but I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to reset that. This upper one did work with the hose. It's not ideal because the hose kind of droops. So, it's going to have a lot of pressure on the first barrel to fill up the second barrel, right? But here's my idea. Enter this tube thing. And as you can see, it still has room to grow. This was part of the kit that I got at the Rain Barrel Workshop a couple weekends ago. And so what had happened is that when I drilled out the hole for this spout, I accidentally used the middle-sized drill bit instead of the small one. So what I had to do is it came with these two seals. You can see there's one here and then there's one back there. And so I had to put one seal inside the other and then twist this bad boy on. Now the benefit of this is that this is like super crazy solid, and there's no way there's going to be any leakage because I'll be lucky if I can get any water out of it. But the downside is that I have no rubber gasket to go around this guy. But here's what I'm thinking of doing is going to the hardware store, seeing if I can find a rubber gasket that would fit this, and then drilling out this bad boy for this thing, and then drilling out this one too, since this one got all mucked up when I pulled it out when I was trying to roll the barrel onto the stand, and then connecting them with this whatever tube. What do you call this thing? It's almost like a slinky or something, and it sings. Oh, you can't hear it anymore. It was singing for a minute. There you go. You can hear it maybe. So I would have singing rain barrels. But anyway, so that's the scoop. And so now let me explain to you kind of what the concept of the rain barrel is all about and why it's designed the way it is. So the biggest issue with rain barrels is making sure that the water doesn't get contaminated. So what you can see here is that with this particular one, this is a container that is used to ship like olives and other foodstuffs internationally. So the company I bought this from, they took this plastic lid. So this ring actually moves. It's not moving much at the moment, but it can move and twist off. So then on this plastic bit, they drilled the 3 big holes. Then they covered it with mesh. And the reason why you want to do that is because you want to avoid having mosquito larvae get into the water. So that's a super important thing. That's why also on all of these spots, now this one has a thing that will allow you to turn it to seal it inside, almost kind of like a hose spigot. And then these guys came with these caps. I think I lost one, but I bought some more. You can buy them at the hardware store easy. So the thing is, you want to have the entire barrel be what's the word? Like impenetrable to mosquitoes. So you've got to have it sealed is the key, right? So if you go to this one, this was why these barrels were chosen for this project. If you look up here, this is an old syrup container from like Pepsi or Coke or someplace like that, is where the lady said she got them from. And so it's just got these two covers here, and you have to take like a pair of pliers and expand them and then twist it. And it was kind of sticky with the syrup. So this is a sealed situation. Now what this kit was originally designed for is that you were meant to put this tube into the side of the barrel towards the top, and then there was a special capture mechanism that would go on the end of the tube here, and it would fit, and you would cut a hole in your downspout if you had gutters, which I do not have. And then there was a special capture mechanism that would plug into that gutter and then go right to the tube, so that this water bottle or water barrel is sealed and there's no chance for any kind of bugs to get in there. Obviously, this is not nearly as elegant of a system. However, I have had zero problems with mosquitoes. I think because it's, you know, kind of dry out here, you really just can't penetrate through this thing. It's sealed with the ring. It's been just fine. So that is the whole purpose of why the rain barrels are kind of designed the way they are. And so again, this is super important to understand for what type of rain barrel you want to choose. And however you install the hose hardware or the spigots or whatever, you have to make sure that you're going to have a sealed system from bugs. That's really the primary thing. And I have to say though, with the one for the food container, what's really nice is that because it's this nice open thing with mesh, even though I don't have the gutters yet, I don't have to have a downspout going here. I've been able to capture plenty of water off the roof just at the eave where they are meeting together, where the two pieces of the two angles of the roof come together into the, you know, into an angle. And so it's been just great. But anyhow, so that's the whole scoop of it. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And I will follow up once I figure out what I'm going to do with the expandable hose, and I will show you how it goes. Somebody asked me the other day, well, have you done any more work on the domes? And my answer to that is no. I am super busy with my other business right now, and that dome project just feels so completely overwhelming that really my goal is to like earn enough money to hire somebody to help me do it. So that is kind of a thing with that dome, the Hype Dome, is I would really suggest that you hire people or have lots of people on hand, because it's a lot. And also I have the outhouse, which many others may not have as part of that project. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm trying to do stuff around the house just to make like living at the house better, and focus on my house a little bit this year, and then get back to that dome hopefully as soon as I can, when I can get some help. So that's the scoop. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and construct safely, and I'll see you next time. Bye.